Oh, it's you again. It's good to see you. So for today on the Cook Show, I thought we would do a potato bake. And I have our potatoes right here for our potato bake. But then I was thinking, right, I've cooked a potato bake before. Not on the cooking show, of course, but in general, potato bakes, potato, bacon, cheese, I mean, what's not to love? But today I thought I'd do not a potato bake, because we're out of potatoes. No, we'll do a sweet potato bake. Wow. You will need a pair of onions, a pair of bacons, a pair of cheeses, a pair of spices, and lastly you'll need some cream, and you'll need some cream of chicken soup. So a pair of creams. Alright, so what we're gonna do, I'll just run you through the quick process, because this is gonna take me, a decent chunk of time. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put on the oven. We're gonna put it down to this level right here. I don't know what number that is, maybe it's 180, but you're gonna put on 180 or 160. We're gonna take our potatoes and we're gonna cut these into slices, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our sweet potato baked dish and we're gonna put a layer of potato and then a layer of onion, bacon, garlic powder, brown sugar because it's a sweet potato bake, and cheese. This cheese. Once we've got one layer, we're going to do a second layer. And once we've done a second layer, we'll do a third layer. And it should all fit in here. We're going to have to cook this bacon at some point, so we may as well cook it now. Now, you've all seen my pan before. And in the past, I've made jokes about how shit I am at cleaning and using pans. Well, not today. Today I've figured this thing and how to cook this thing, and there'll be no ruined pans, because I know how to use it now. While the bacon's baconing away, we're gonna slice this and these up, and then we're gonna cut this up. This one last though, because I don't want to be crying while I'm cutting the potato. Should you, what's the thing? Peel this. Yes you should, and that's what I'm gonna do. I was thinking, right, this is gonna be an especially orange type of sweet potato bake, and that was kind of my intention when I got the orange sugar and the orange onion and the orange cream and all that. I forgot the paprika, which in hindsight kind of pisses me off, but this cooking show. And it got me thinking about just orange things, oranges, Donald Trump. Just if you think of orange, I think of Donald Trump, because that's been ruined. Or not ruined. Yes, I do like Trump, but no, not for the traditional reasons. I think of him more as what's the term? We've got a term in Australia for the type of person he is, the one that puts orange paint on a clown. He's a fucking clown, that's what he is. You've seen Donald Trump, his Twitter feed, and his the speeches, and his Jan 6 riot and all that other good fun stuff. The dude's just a clown. A destructive clown, but all clowns are a bit slapstick, so, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I've found myself, honestly, quite enjoying just everything that's happening in America. In comparative to my country's politics, whoo-wee, I don't know fuck all. And that's pretty common in Australia, because fucking Australian politics are boring. But American politics, damn. Somehow, your country got it. All the other countries, stupid. But your country, God, you made politics entertaining somehow. A clown comes on the TV and is like, you know what? Fuck everything. And we're like, man, this guy should be president. And you know what's funny? He became president. I didn't actually have that much to say on Donald Trump or American politics, actually. I was watching a Trump rally last night because it's just like, it's pure comedy. It's just the funniest shit on TV. But like, it got me thinking, man, we have orange-looking politicians in my country as well. Have you heard of fucking, what's her name? Pauline Hanson. She's also kind of like the Orange Man. She's a bit of a clown herself. But yeah, he did get me thinking, right? Australian politics. I'm an Australian, so I should know about Australian politics. And yet, I find myself knowing more about American politics and not Australian politics. Now, what does that say about me? Oh, 1 second. Oh, fuck me. So you know that time I was like I wouldn't fuck up the pan? Well, that changed quick. Fuck. So what are we gonna do about this? Well, I honestly can't see another pan in this household, and don't get me wrong, this is fucking terrifying, but well, we need to cook bacon, so alright, now that that's done, we're gonna start working on this. So after we've cut this, fuck you, I mean, oh, you cunt. And we're back. So we have cut up all the sweet potato and all the onion and all the cheese as well. And we'll be layering it on this. And I'll show you just how I want you to do it. Give me one. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our things, our little circles of sweet potato. We're gonna make a layer down the bottom. We got normal layer, we're gonna get some onion, we're gonna sprinkle that all over. We're gonna need some spices, of course. Now I'm gonna use mixed herbs because I haven't done that on this before. So we're gonna put mixed herbs here, and then we're gonna get not our cheese, not our onion, but our bacon. Cut up, of course. That trusty knife. Layer of bacon, layer of onion, and then a layer of cheese. I got this cheese because it was orange. Not because it was cheap, or because it was tasty. Normally you'd have shredded cheese, and you just drizzle that all over the top, but I figure this can drizzle just as nicely. Drizzle. Alright, that took about 7 sheets. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 13 sheets left, so. But not to worry, if we run out of cheese, there is always a substitute, be it milk-free or not. Layer 2 is going to go much the same as layer 1. Potato, onion, seasoning. Oh shit. We forgot a seasoning, hold on. My sweet potato bake requires sugar, otherwise it won't be sweet. Now, I've recently lost that brown sugar I showed you, but what I haven't lost is this white coffee sugar right here. And we'll just give it a little sprinkle to make it just a little bit more like a sweet potato bake. Just get that all over there. Nice. And our final layer goes on top. Now that we've got our final layer on top, we're going to take our cream and we're going to add not much of this, maybe a third. And we'll combine that with our cream of chicken. And then that's going to combine with our cheese to go on top to make that final layer. Alright, for our top cream, we'll take the cream We're gonna get bowl, get a little bit of this, I'm gonna pour maybe that much. Take then our cream chicken. So we've got our cream slurry. Now, we've got our cream, but now I'm thinking we only have 5 bits of cheese, so that's probably not enough for that top bit. So what I've done is, I've gone next door, and he's an elderly gentleman, and I've stolen his cheese, and we're gonna use his extra tasty aged cheddar. Makes sense for an elderly gentleman. So we're gonna take his cheese, grate it, sprinkle it on top, combine it, not combine it, we'll then spread the cream on top of the grated cheese. When we put this in the oven, we're gonna be putting a lid on it, otherwise the cheese is gonna get way burnt and it'll fuck up. So what we're gonna try and do is keep the cheese like a slight distance away from off the edge. It's gonna be hard, it's not gonna work, but we're gonna try. Don't really have a technique for this, but all I do know is that I'm doing it fucking wrong right now. Alright, that's ready to go in the oven. And we'll see you after this short break. Doesn't this plate of orange slop look nice? I hope it tastes as good as it looks. Apart from that being hot as all hell after coming right out of the oven, that's actually... That is a very sweet potato bake. You know, I'm about halfway through this, and I've just realized something. This thing is incredibly sweet. It may as well be the savory equivalent of a caramel mud cake. And it is, it's getting harder and harder to eat the more bites I take. So maybe not the best thing to make?